Kai is literally right here, and in that moment everything felt compressed into a split second of adrenaline and awareness, because when you see a coyote committing that hard, coming straight at your position with no hesitation, it messes with your head a little, and when I asked what everyone thought about it, the reaction was immediate, like yeah, he was coming at us. It honestly felt like he was going to try something crazy, because Kyle just kept coming straight in without breaking stride, no circling, no slowing down, no checking the wind, just locked in and closing distance fast. And up on the hill she was starting to feel a little anxious, because when predators come in that close it changes the entire energy of a stand, but at the same time she was still filming on Holly's phone, still doing her job and capturing the moment, and when you watch that footage you can really see how intense it was in real time, because everything happens fast and you don't get second chances. And when we finally drilled him and he went down, that rush hit all at once, followed by hearing "Good job, Dad," which never gets old and always makes those moments even more meaningful. And then realizing we had a coyote down at 35 yards on the run straight to that outlaw plus, a hard-charging animal that just would not stop no matter what, forcing a quick decision. And that's when I fed him a 570-grain bullet at 995 feet per second out of the 458, calm spot, clean execution, and then the realization set in that it had turned into a triple, and hearing "Dad just shot a triple" followed by "That was the best thing I've ever been," summed up the excitement perfectly, because those moments are pure and unscripted. And after thanking everyone we walked out to check them out, coyotes down, and confirmed a triple down with the Nulla Arms 243 Winchester, running the new Lehigh Defense 85-grain Control Chaos Factory ammunition, and the performance spoke for itself because it absolutely wrecked those coyotes. The first one came into about 50 yards and folded instantly, no drama, no tracking, just down. We stayed patient and kept calling. Another one came in that Aspen actually spotted first, which is always impressive because it shows how tuned in she is getting, and that coyote stopped about 10 yards away from the first one, almost like it was confused about what just happened, and we dropped that one too. And instead of rushing in we stayed disciplined, kept calling, and pulled in another coyote at roughly 150 yards and dropped that one as well. 3 coyotes on one stand, textbook execution, and honestly perfect performance from what feels like the perfect predator rifle, and the action didn't slow down at all because soon we were calling out, "He's coming, Josh, he's coming," eyes tracking movement, Josh confirming he sees him, lining it up, calling out spacing because they were only about 2 feet apart, and then boom, double right there, rolling him, the excitement exploding as we realized what just happened, and then the reaction to that wild shot, a 615-yard running shot with the 6 arc, leading it like a school bus, watching that coyote do a couple cartwheels across the terrain, and those are the kinds of shots that people talk about for years because they're not routine, they require confidence, trust in your gear, and understanding of wind, lead, and timing, and then immediately we were back into scanning, calling out, "I see him, I see." Trying to get on target, checking screens, and then walking up on another coyote that came in hard, marked, and hit the ground, and seeing firsthand what that 85-grain Lehigh does on impact. And even in brutal conditions with temperatures pushing 90 degrees, cows still moving around with their tongues hanging out, we were stacking action on 5-minute stands, starting with howls, transitioning into pup distress, watching coyotes crest hills and commit, and people always ask what color we use, and the answer never changes because it works, the Night Stalker Plus by iTech. It flat out brings in coyotes, and in between the chaos there are lighter moments, joking around, commenting on the cutest things you've ever seen, talking about burning through sunflower seeds, lining up shots, running low on ammo, calling out that someone better shoot right now when he stops, and then hearing drilled him, followed by calling out Aspen's name, praising a clean hit, watching that coyote go down right there, and then listening as she explains how close a cow crept up on her, how she barely moved her head, saw it right there, and realized that when a cow or anything else is looking at you, you don't move, you wait, you move only when they're not looking, and that kind of situational awareness is something you only learn by being out there. And then suddenly there's excitement about a cat, eyes locking onto movement, pulling a big coyote up, realizing how big it really is, flipping. It over, celebrating a great shot, joking around with the sheep pack, bang bang energy, all tied together with the message that this isn't just about shooting coyotes, it's about helping livestock, helping wildlife, even helping protect people's pets, and reminding viewers to like and subscribe because predator management matters. And then the action keeps stacking with an 80-yard shot from a 12 gauge with an 18-inch barrel shooting number 4 buckshot, calling 4, immediately transitioning to another target, staying on them, calling out communication, watching one stop, hitting another, coyote smelling us and taking off, switching sounds, dropping one at over 300 yards with the 243 Nula arms, calling it an awesome stand, then rolling straight into more action with 3 showing up, crushing one, folding coyotes with the 6 arc, hammering them down, talking about how crazy and rewarding it is taking your kid on coyote hunts, how it takes snacks and patience but the memories are worth it, smoking coyotes at 200 yards, folding them up like lawn chairs, talking about how much we love this time of year because cats are responding so well, answering questions about favorite rifles, breaking down why the 6mm arc with an 18-inch barrel suppressed is such a great all-around setup, super quiet, efficient, good in the wind, light AR-15 platform, 7.5 twist, a rifle you can carry all day and still reach out when needed, debating one more stand even as it gets dark and there's no thermal, pushing anyway, making long shots at 400 yards, 304 yards, stacking more coyotes, hearing Aspen introduce herself as Prairie Poppins, pew-pew energy, joking about floating in the sky, pointing out birds doing ridiculous things like carrying grasshoppers to fences, laughing about it, then right back to work, dropping coyotes at 266 yards, dusting them at 350, calling out distances, confirming hits, and wrapping it all together into one non-stop high-energy predator hunting experience that blends family, skill, adrenaline, education, and responsibility into a single story where every stand has the potential to explode into action and every shot adds another chapter to a day you'll never forget.
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.